this is Crystal with CrystalNutrition.com, and today I wanted to bring you guys into my home and show you what carbohydrates, good carbs, that I choose to incorporate in my diet. And there's a lot of confusion between what is a good carb and what is a bad carb. We're all about low carb, trying to lose weight, thinking that low carb is the way to go. It depends on the type of carbohydrate that you are consuming on a daily basis. Is it a good carb or is it a bad carb? Now I'm going to go through, these are all healthy carbs here that I have out, and these are what I incorporate on a daily basis. The majority of my diet comes from fresh whole fruits and vegetables, and a lot of people don't think of these as carbohydrates, but they truly are, and these are the best form of carbohydrate for your body. So these help fuel your body, they give you the natural sugar that it needs, and also fiber, which helps break down that sugar properly, so it doesn't give you that blood sugar rush. And so these, I incorporate a lot of these, and the majority of my diet consists of fresh whole fruits and vegetables. We also do a lot of smoothies in this household, so I always have frozen fruit on hand, and you can have frozen veggies as well too. If you are busy and at work and you don't have any fresh veggies on hand, you can just pull some out of the freezer and make soups with them, or stews or stir fries. They're great for that as well. But the smoothies are really good to have frozen fruit on hand. What I'll do is I'll even take fresh bananas, slice them up, and put them in the freezer and freeze banana slices for smoothies. Also, we went blueberry picking and we got a ton of blueberries, so I'm really excited about this, but we froze a bunch of blueberries for our smoothies. And you can even put these, use them in baked goods or on top of oatmeal or whatever. The frozen fruit is nice to have on hand as well. So these are a good option. I also always have beans on hand, dark red kidney beans, black beans, garbanzo beans. I love beans. You want to watch your portion control on beans because they are high in starch, so they are higher in calories. So just be aware of that. But I actually get the canned organic beans. Eden makes a really good brand of beans without any chemical lining in their canned. I don't use a lot of canned goods at all, no canned vegetables or fruit, but I do on the beans. Sometimes I like that convenience of just coming home and I need a quick dinner option, so I grab a can of beans. But you can also use the dried beans, that's okay too, and soak them overnight. If you have more time, you can go that route as well. And also lentils, I'm a huge fan of lentils. If you're not familiar with cooking with lentils, I'll be posting recipes on my site for different recipes, including lentils, soups, stews, all kinds of different things. So I love lentils. These are red lentils. I also keep brown lentils on hand. They're a little different in taste and variety, but these are a good form of carbohydrate, and they have a good form of protein too as well. So oats, I love oatmeal. So I always keep the thick old-fashioned cut oats on hand. Also, steel cut oats are good. These are the best two options when you're going for oats because they are the least processed. So these are actually organic thick cut oats that I keep on hand and I have oatmeal with or I bake with, and this is something that I always keep on hand. So also wild rice or brown rice, basmati rice, all good options. You want to avoid white rice if you can. That white rice is overly processed and it's stripped of all the nutrients. So wild rice or brown rice is your best option to go with. So I always keep this on hand too, and I use this with stir fries in a lot of my dishes as well. Also quinoa. Quinoa is one of my absolute favorites, and I use this a lot to cook with. And if you're not familiar with quinoa, I will be posting more recipes on how to incorporate quinoa as well. But it looks like a grain, but it's actually a seed, and it's very high in protein, very good for you, and it's naturally gluten-free. So I love this, and I use it a lot, and I will be talking a lot more about quinoa. So it's one of my favorites. Also, popcorn kernels. These are non-genetically modified popcorn kernels. We have a lot of popcorn here in our house for snacks, so popcorn can be a good option. And I like to keep this on hand for when we want a snack or a crunchy treat. And I'll be posting a recipe for my homemade popcorn made with coconut oil, which is delicious. So these are some of the things I choose to incorporate for healthy carbohydrates into my everyday diet. The bad carbs, the processed carbs that you want to stay away from. I don't know if you noticed, but wheat is not anywhere on here. Bread, pasta, all of those things. I choose not to incorporate wheat into my diet, and I will be posting more videos on why that is that I don't incorporate it. But I will be having a lot of recipes as far as gluten-free too, and to help you understand the reason behind why wheat isn't the best option. So the bad carbs that you do want to stay away from are the processed carbohydrates that are in your breads, cereals, they're in pastries, cookies, crackers, chips. All those things contain those bad carbohydrates where basically you're eating a bunch of calories, but you're not getting the proper nutrients from those carbohydrates. So it tends to send your blood sugar soaring, and it tends to pack on the pounds and leads to other issues down the road. So I'll be talking more about those carbohydrates and those types of wheat and different things that you want to steer clear of. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.